And then what's really interesting about this posture, which I practice often now, is that I would say all of our movements from Tai Chi and Qigong, or Wu Ji Qigong, are from this. So you want to play with that? Let's go ahead and just get in your posture here. So now, don't change anything from your shoulders to your elbows. All right? Get in the posture of push water. All you do is you're here, you rotate your hands. That's push water. Keep your elbows down. If your elbow pops up, then you've lost this. So we're here, here's push water. You get it? Come back. Here's brush knee or halitaxi. That's right. But it's interesting that some of you changed your shape. Watch from a profile view. I'm going to get where it's lighter. Watch me from a profile view. I'm here. I'm not squishing myself into here. From this posture, let me find my posture. All I'm doing is floating this hand up and this hand down. But remember, from my elbows to my shoulders, don't move. Some of you squished it in and changed it and changed the shape. Everything originates from here, from our standing posture. So we go into halitaxi. We go into push water. Our circling heaven and earth is this posture. I'm rotating my body, but from here to here does not change. Everything is from here. Drinking water. Let's see. Open and close. Out here, not this way. So the shape is maintained. So all of our, waving hands in clouds. Waving hands in clouds stays in that same shape. It's still originating from here. So at any point in my Tai Chi or my Wu Ji Qigong practice, I should be able to come here without moving anything because I have all of this connected. This to the back, to the sacrum, and I don't lose the shape. So let's try waving hands. So go ahead and get in your shape, your standing meditation shape. Make sure your fingers are connecting, elbows are down. So they're not floated up, they're down, they're kickstands. Good. Now, assume waving hands in clouds, and you can go ahead and do your rotation. That's it, nice. And then go ahead and move through it. And then every once in a while test, wherever you are, drop into your posture and see how did you have to change? Did you have to, in order to get to the true posture? And recognize that in yourself, that that's something that's happening and you're losing or deflating one half of the balloon. You're losing that whole body connection. Now check it. Lift and float and connect. Are you still in that posture? That looks really nice. Yes. Isn't that interesting? I think everything originated from this. This is why this is so important. This is why this has become such a powerful practice for me. Everything amplified here for me when I really become dedicated to this and feeling the whole body connection. Here's our windmill, where the connecting heaven and earth. That's a little bit of a broader, more rounded, but it's not flat shaped. Come back and check it. How about the roll the ball? We could even start here. Roll your ball. See how many of you have, this hand has come in and started touching or so close to your body? Oh, the ball is here, so if I floated and came into posture, I'm in the right place. Roll the ball is out here. Roll the ball. It's out in front. That's nice, good. And your elbow is still down, connecting to the earth, still that kickstand. Yeah, And then you can come back and just check. Ooh, did I need to move? Had I deflated half my ball? Bicycle's a little different. We can try the bicycle. It's different, but it's not. I'm going to give a profile view here. So as I do the ball, the bicycle, if I retract here and then I try to assume my Tai Chi standing posture, you see it's just nowhere close. If I do it properly and my elbows stay forward and down as I rotate, at any point, I'm still there. Yeah, so let's just take this a little bit further. So go ahead and release all that area, your flying cape. Feel the flying cape is heavy. Ah, that's it, nice. And connect the T10 down to the sacrum. And this posture is our waving hands in clouds, brush knee, single whip. Single whip's not out here, it's here. It's still got this shape. See? It's still got the shape, still has elbows down. Yeah, that's right, come back. And then with Wuji Qigong Tai Chi, or our Wuji Qigong, there's a few others too. So we'll come down to our second standing meditation posture. So when we do our opening form in Wuji Qigong Tai Chi, it starts here. And then go to our third posture. Not too far out, your hands are just hanging down and the palms are facing out if you're able to. The pinkies are on top and leading. So this is also our opening form of Wuji Qigong Tai Chi. We'll come up, roll, and back to form 1. So you can see our commencement form, both in Wuji Qigong and Wuji Qigong Tai Chi, is our meditation forms. Here we go. We come down, we roll out, we float back up, and we connect. It's all 3 Tai Chi standing forms. Form 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now do this with the draping feeling and the connection to your low back. You can have your feet apart. So get your feeling of weight here, drape down to the sacrum. Release down to the sacrum. Press out. Feel the energy pressing on you, and you're just using the friction to hold your body. Float up. Roll the hands. And back to standing meditation posture 1. 2. 3. And back to 1. That's right, nice. Now, the whole body, keep those connections. Some of you are so used to the movement now that you're going to just waving your arms in air. No. Allow this to connect. Feel the heaviness. Feel it pour down into your sacrum. And now your body feels a balance of rising and releasing. And this is a sideways expression of that. And this is a front to back expression of that. And then this is sort of a home posture again. Yeah. So, as we release down, a floating up. As we press out, there is a squeezing in. I feel like the energy around me is squeezing against my skin, and I'm just pressing out and holding it off, and then that way I can release more. And then as we float up, there's more releasing down. And then as I press forward, there's an expansion of back. My whole back, feeling like it's moving towards the wall behind you. Elbows down, check your posture. elbows down. Yes, one more. The flying suit, the connection between the L10 and your sacrum. A pressing out and a squeezing in. A floating up as you release the flying suit more and connect to your sacrum. And then here is just, it's not manual, it's not physical, it's just as I'm going forward, lengthening my arms forward, I'm releasing more and more back here. And then I'm back to my standing posture. So those 3 postures that we do show up in our Qigong. The lotus, let's go into posture 2. Our standing meditation posture 2. And then we go into posture 3, and you're pressing against this imaginary surface which gives you friction. So now you can step with great ease. And then we float up as we release our flying suit down. This is sort of our standing posture, a little bit out. And we'll come back to posture 2. Yeah. Posture 3. Friction. And then this is coming back to posture 1, actually. It's a little further out, but it's still connecting. And then here we go back to posture 2. Posture 3. Step. As we come here, just release your back. Release that point down to the sacrum. It really changes it. This is posture 1, basically. Here's posture 2. That's nice. Posture 3. This is our posture 1. Release into the sacrum. And here's back to posture 2. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? So I always start my practice now with this, because this is the root of everything I'm going to do. And I may do all 3 postures depending on how I'm feeling. And once I feel that equilibrium between the release, the connection, and a buoyancy, then I'll start moving into Tai Chi. And it transforms the whole experience.